One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to spin free. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Barney!
Back to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Luke Kuechly in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flush to his right, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Gone! Leopard! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Penny will try to punch it in, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a... Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Cam's going to run the option right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Here we go.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Darkwa. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Orleans Darkwa taking it in from 14 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And that's going to be incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the end zone, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Gone.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Kuechly that picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bird. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flush to his right, and he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Second and 10, Newton again. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw here. Going up top. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The Panthers are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Off play action, Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And look at this, Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 24, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, 3rd quarter. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hall. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This quarterback now just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting his way through contact. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the two guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Turner. A gain of 13 and also a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down now, Turner, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
He'll get it up the middle, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He's going to get it running right, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that will push the lead up to 5. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick hitch, complete. It's Hall. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield, down to the 45. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He'll look to throw. Running over the middle by Glenn. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st and 10, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They shakes him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Kenny Clark breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Newton. Herndon's got it complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Do something. Hey.
From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. Now they try the right side here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Lucky 56. Leopard.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move.
Somebody call for the queen.